welcome back to Morning Thailand, and you still with Tulip and Golf.
Now, at this point, obviously, so many interesting news.
Yes.
And we're done with the drugs and murders and such. So let's move on to other problems that we have right here.
We're going to move on to the national agenda. Apparently, the traffic police of Thailand trying their best to curb the number of the accidents that happen from the motorcyclists that not wearing helmets.
Of course.
So this campaign, we heard it since a couple years ago, and it's still ongoing because apparently the average of the number of the accident hasn't been going down really. So the police announced yesterday that on the National Police Day, which is on October 11, the police department will hand out, this time not helmet, but sanitary paper helmet
to put underneath
the helmet itself,
Right.
because the survey showed that a lot of people don't want to wear helmet or the helmet that a motorcycle taxi provide for them because of the smell or because of the hygienic issue. They're afraid that they will get infected with something from the public helmet, which I totally understandable. But there's some percentage that actually just don't wear helmet because they're afraid that their hairstyle will be damaged.
Which understandable too. I mean, hello.
Yes, but the police even say...
Could you imagine if I come in with like a helmet hair?
Yeah,
But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you worry.
It's as a joke, but obviously, you know, you should be more worried about your
True.
well-being.
Yes. So the statistics show that the average of 8,000 people that got killed in the motorcycle accident per year, 80% of those between 15 and 25 years old, which
Right.
is pretty young. It's our new generation. And within that range, about 900 victims actually were under 15 years old. That's really young.
Of course, because, you know, when you give teenagers a fast mobile that, you know,
Yes.
do not have anything to protect them from.
And also you see some young family that traveling around, all of them on one motorcycle.
Yeah.
So that's
Exactly.
kind of dangerous, but I guess for some family, that's the best way they can go around town. So on the 11th, from 10 a.m. onwards, they will hand out this sanitary paper helmet in front of the Bangkok Mass Transit North Route Station in Lat Yao Sub-District, Jatuchak District.
Right.
So if you wanna have some of them on hands to help you feel better wearing public helmets, that's the time, October 11th.
Now, most definitely. The thing is, I think the children are the one that are actually easily injured
Yes.
in any kind of accident, and we don't really see children helmets. I don't see any children wearing helmets.
Yeah, but
that
if
odd?
it's true, but if it's if the biggest percentage of victims that got killed is 15 to 25, most of them are full grown already, so they can wear adult helmet. I think the problem is just they don't want to wear it because the distance is too short. They believe it will be safe, or many other reasons, like we said before. Yeah.
All right.
It's more like reckless driving around.
Exactly.
An accident can happen anywhere, anytime, because that's why it's called accident.
True. Good point. All right, move on to the rainfalls. Obviously, we will have to brace for, like I said, 4 of the districts.
Every time we talk about rain, there will be some people asking, do you think it's gonna flood this year in Bangkok?
Well, on the 7th to the 12th of October, obviously. So you know, we're on the 8th, meaning that we have like a few more days to look out for. They say that there will be a high tide to look out, especially in Japraya River. And this is coming out from Kun Lerth Virod Gowattana, who's the director of the irrigation department. Now he said that this will create quite a bit of the rising of water level. Now they say that this will have to brace for the flood water that's coming in from the north as well, that will add on to this. So meaning that not only heavy rainfall that we have to be scared of, the water from up north as well. Like I have mentioned before, Pasak Cholosit Dam will actually be increased at this point. The water level increased quite a bit. And this create a problem because obviously it has to release some of the water. Even if they don't open the sluice gate, at this point is over 100%, meaning it's going to spill over anyway. So it's going to come down to the Rama 9 Dam and all the way to Chapraya Dam. And we will have to brace for water from Nakhon Nayok and Pratchinburi provinces as well. Now, they say that the eastern part of Bangkok that have to look out for is Nong Chok, Meenburi, Lat Krabang, and Klong Samwa. Now, that doesn't rest well with me, obviously, because Klong Samwa, that's my house. And
Too close.
Yep. And that's what happened in 2011. They tried to create one of those, almost like a big giant wall of sandbags.
Right.
And obviously, when that burst, it create a big flood that comes in so fast that there's no way you can actually prepare for it. So that's create quite a bit of a problem. And at this point, they say that these 4 spots, we will have to brace for flood. We probably might have seen a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as what we have seen in 2011. Now, in Pathum Thani province at this point, very close to us, there has been a report already that the old temple, over 160 years old, stupa that were actually in the JD Tong temple in Klong Kwai sub-district of Sam Kok district, has already seen quite a bit of water and the flood. Now, the villagers around the area are trying their best to preserve this particular place. However, they say that at this point, even at the police station, 30 to 40 centimeters of the water level have been seen already, and it's quite close to the temple itself. So at this point, I believe that a lot of places, in Suan Phung, for example, of Ratburi province, there has been a report of another bridge that has been cut off from this flash flood itself. Now, at this point, Kabinburi or Pratchinburi is still bracing for a lot of flood water, as well as Sa Kaeo. These two seems to be inundated quite a bit, and at this point, they say that obviously heavy rainfall will still come because we do have the tropical storm still. So with that, along with all the flood water, the 4 districts of Bangkok, in eastern side of the city, you have to be careful.
Be on alert.
Yeah, be on alert.
And I'm pretty close to those districts actually.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep you updated, all this time. But obviously, this is one of the things that we have to look out for is be careful, because there's nothing you can do when you add Mother Nature and heavy rain and such. This is all you can do. Brace yourself, be prepared, and hopefully everything gonna turn out okay. Exactly.
Okay. Move on to the next news. It's also involve water, but not about flood. This is about the transportation that use the Saen Saeb Canal as the main route. Not too long ago, Bangkok administration, Bangkok Metropolitan Administration just expand the boat ride in the Saen Saeb Canal to Si Bun Reung Meenburi market, and now it's become the problem of the 2 sides of the coins. One is for the passengers, and another side is the resident along the Saen Saeb Canal.
Oh, because of the waves, isn't it?
Yes.
Look at that.
Even though the BMA has been really strict on how fast the boat can go, it can run only as fast as 20 kilometers per hour for the speed, but the wave still kind of create land loss to the people along the side of 2 sides of the canal anyway. And because this is a new expansion, they haven't built the cement barrier yet. So
okay.
meanwhile, while they still have some argument going on whether this route should continue or should stop before the barrier got built, because the BMA already got the budget for the 2014 to build this barrier.
Right.
เพื่อไทย member of parliament วิชาญ
Min Chainan.
yes has led some the locals, about 60 people, that said that they has been affected from this boat ride to protest in front of the BMA office. And before that, before they protest, they actually try to obstruct the boat ride by tying the rope.
Okay.
At tying the rope so the boat cannot pass the canal. That's kind of dangerous. It's going on for not too long, because the people that actually use the boat ride themselves not too happy about it, and eventually took the rope off.
Okay, so they just, that's not good.
And the resident side said there wasn't many people using the boat ride, and they don't get why the BMA still run it. They don't object to the boat ride, but they want the BMA to finish the barrier first before continue the ride, so their house won't get damaged. But the BMA said that this boat ride expansion is not for revenue, not for profit, but because they got requests from students and a lot of people that use this as the main transportation. So they said there are about 20,000 passengers a month using this part of expansion. So for BMA, this is for the benefit of the majority of the passengers.
Okay.
And BMA said there's only 3 houses that got affected, while Pheu Thai member of parliament that help out with the residents said there actually a lot more than that. Right now there's about 60 people that say they have been affected by this ride.
Yeah, at this point I think that the barrier probably is necessary, because it's just, going to keep gudging in and creating lots of problems inland, obviously.
It's in the plan that the budget has already authorized for the year 2014, but it hasn't been built.
Right, but at this point it's probably hard due to the rain and everything else. Construction could be hard. Hopefully they will be able to, find an end to this particular problem, because we don't want to see that either. And plus, we don't want to disconnect the boat ride as well, because don't forget, a lot of people do use that.
It's escaped the traffic really well.
And we have to take advantage of whatever transportation route we have at this point.
That's not on the road.
Exactly. All right, just move on, just to end this particular break, a little bit on the political news, I would have to say. Obviously, Kun Pan Thong Thai Chinawat, Kun Thaksin's son, the former Prime Minister's son, who has been talked about whether or not he's going to become MPs. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. A lot of speculation, obviously, that he might become, or he might run for election in the Chiang Mai province. He got a lot of supports, obviously. But yesterday he came out, posted on his Facebook, say that he does not particularly wants to join politics. That's not his, preference and such. But he said that, his parents never actually would like him to do so anyway. But he said that if he doesn't have any choice, then that might be it. So
that's the key word.
Yeah. He's kind of not saying that.
Not confirm nor deny.
Exactly. But he said, I prefer not to. But what he preferred was actually, he said that he wants to be the guard of his auntie, who's the prime minister right now. And he said that at this point, he along with his friend, would like to join, to form something called almost like a party.
Right.
I don't think it's a political party per se, but it's almost like a political party, and he would like to call it Pak Phuen Ok or Oak's Friends Party.
Okay.
Who's, these people would give support to the prime minister and the government.
I would like to have one of those parties for myself.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, that's for sure. And he said that at this point, he was hoping that if there weren't any coup in the past whatever years, right?
Okay.
His dad would probably finish the second term, and his dad probably would have retired himself and stay at home and just wait to, raise a grandchild at this point.
Really?
Well, that's according to him anyway. Now, he also said that these days he knows that a lot of people, a lot of heirs to a lot of politicians actually jumped in and joined politics, but he himself would not really prefer that at this point in time, unless it is necessary. So he's like, if I have a choice, that's what, that's a key word. If I have a choice, I would not join it.
So I guess soon in next election we will know whether he
has a choice. Or he doesn't have a choice. Exactly.
Okay, we'll take a short break. We'll come back, of course, the Prime Minister that is still in Indonesia for the APEC summit. And you have the update on...
Yeah, update on the mobs that's still there. You might thought that they have left already. Well,
the government house.
They're still there, and they moved to the government house at this point. So please stay tuned.